Hello, fun travelers. If you look off in the distance, beyond the trees and the tree line, as cars pass, you see a SpaceX platform. No, this is not Florida. We are in Texas, in small town Texas at that. So let me get things back settled, and you can see that we are in a town that a lot of people don't know a lot about, except for maybe Elon Musk and SpaceX. There's the water tower that tells you exactly where we are. We are in McGregor, Texas. And what I want to do for you today is take you on a little trip here through a quaint little small town in Texas, just outside of Waco, Texas. A lot of people know Waco for a certain remodel family. This is the town, Waco is the town that I grew up near, not exactly in, but very close to. So I'm familiar with Waco, and of course it has changed and gone through a facelift over the years. But I want to show you a quaint little Texas town as we travel through and talk to you just a little bit about it. We are entering into, I guess, the main section of town off of Highway 84. To my left is the grocery store, Brookshire Brothers. And you see on the highway sign, McGregor Drive over here. We're going to go east towards Waco. And this is what most people see if they're just going through west to east or east to west. Looks like just a normal small Texas town. But what I want to show you is that beyond Elon Musk and small town Texas, there's really a cute town that is just sitting here pretty much undiscovered, except for some of the SpaceX workers and that family that does a lot of remodeling and their workers. And before it blows up, I want to show you what it is and is like right now. So I believe that things are going to boom here in McGregor, Texas. So I'm going to take you through some of the streets here. Now we're going to what probably used to be called downtown McGregor. And part of my objective today is to show that all the fun things that can be done in travel and things that I love to do, traveling overseas, going to new cultures and new ways of life and experiencing food and people, those are wonderful things. Yet as I'm going through this small town in Texas, when you look beyond just the drive-through areas and take a little bit deeper dive, there are nice vibes and nice people within small town Texas, and probably in any other state that you're a part of. Sometimes we have to take a deeper look. It's easy to look beyond, just to drive through and say, oh yeah, okay, I've seen towns like this. But when you actually go through and spend a little bit of time, there's a beauty that rests in smaller towns, and it's not the hustle and bustle of larger cities. It's a down home, more relaxed feel. It's something that a lot of people have not experienced if you've lived in big cities all your life, or if you've just kind of buzzed through life and not taking time to enjoy it. I'm going to pause here for a second. I want to show you the school area, and then show you some of the houses that are in a main section of town that are really cute and quaint with all the trees. Anyway, I'm going to pull over here, turn around, and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and you see that we are driving by McGregor Independent School District. To my right, I'm going to pull in this driveway right here just so you can see from a distance are the high school softball, baseball, and tennis courts. You can probably see the tennis courts over there. Can't really see the baseball and softball fields too well. And then right over in this area, there's a high school football field. The McGregor Bulldogs are traditionally a very good football team in Texas football. Of course, Texas is known for football all around the state. Here in Central Texas, you have Mart, McGregor, Crawford, as well as some other towns that have very good football teams. Of course, north of here, Dallas area, they're known for great football. In Austin, they traditionally have pro football players coming out of that area. So there are some amazing schools that produce good football here in the state of Texas. And as you see where I'm driving, we're driving by the McGregor schools here. This is the elementary school that we just are going past to my left, and further up is some more of the school buildings. I'm going to circle around and go back down one of the residential neighborhoods here in just a second so that you can see the interior, so to speak, of McGregor, Texas. Okay. Now, I apologize for the windshield. I keep trying to clean it, but there are some bug specks on it. But anyway, we are going down what is known as 6th Street in McGregor. Now, obviously, you're not going to confuse it with 6th Street in Austin, Texas, but you're not supposed to. This is small town Texas, Central Texas. So it's going to be completely different, obviously. But what you see here is a town that has beautiful oak trees as well as other trees just going all throughout the town. Some of these interior streets have some very historical homes with historical markers on them. McGregor has some very nice churches throughout the town. We are going past the Lutheran church here to my left. And the overwhelming feel that I get in this town is it has a sense of community. I am sure it has its dark sides, just like any other town. Each town has that. But it is just a very cute, quaint, historic town here. And I thought it would be important, and you see some of the Halloween decorations on some of these houses. I thought it was important for me to capture some of this on video because, like I said earlier, I do believe that this town is getting ready to go through a growth stage as we pass the First Baptist Church here on my right. Elon Musk and SpaceX is obviously here, so they already have a workforce here, and housing values have been going up since he came into town. And the word here in town is that Elon Musk has given the city some money to help create and beautify either a new park or recreate an old park. So that will be coming up as well here in McGregor. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive to one other town that has a presidential, let me say that again, a presidential vibe to it, because you have heard about it in presidential politics not that long ago. And we'll get to that one in just a moment. Okay, we are back, this time in an even smaller town in Central Texas. And here is the town sign with population. We know it as Crawford, Texas. Of course, former President George W. Bush spent some time out here during his presidency as a getaway on his ranch. Wanted to show you this town because it's just 7 miles from Crawford. Not far from Valley Mills, Texas, if you're familiar with that. And just show you that there's even smaller towns, yet still significant towns in Texas. And I'm driving this way specifically because I am doing a wedding actually this afternoon right here in something called the Amsler Building that I'm going to turn around in as soon as traffic allows. It's a historic old building right here, a venue now. It used to be an old hardware store, houseware. So this is Crawford, Texas. The whole point of this video is to show and to remind us, really, that there are wonderful, beautiful places to travel, but if we open our eyes to the little things while we're traveling, sometimes we see a beauty within that we're just not expecting. So I hope you enjoyed this. I may come back on and show a few more things around town. But anyway, thank you for watching, fun travelers, and I'll be back with another video down the road.